Apple iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus biggest leak so far, new antenna lines, dual camera on the Plus. The Apple iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus are expected to get officially unveiled in some 2 months in early September, but this hasn't stopped pre-release prototypes to surface right now in abundant quantities. This latest Apple iPhone 7 leak shows what we've seen and heard before. The major design changes in the iPhone 7 family come in the form of redefined antenna lines that now run along the top and bottom edge, as well as a differently designed camera unit and yes, a dual camera on the iPhone 7 Plus. An interesting new addition in the iPhone 7 Plus is also a 3-dot magnetic connection that could bring interesting new use cases for Apple's gadget. In terms of physical size, it seems that the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus will keep the 4.7 inches and 5.5-inch screen sizes, as well as retain similar physical size and dimensions. At the same time, the most exciting changes to the Apple iPhone 7 family are likely to come in the form of new hardware, software and features, rather than in the form of a new design. So far, while Apple clearly has a hard time controlling all these leaks, the company has succeeded in keeping those new features that will make the iPhone 7 special a secret. Latest iPhone 7 leak disappoints with huge camera bump. The highly anticipated iPhone 7 has leaked again, this time showing off a large protruding camera that may disappoint those hoping for a sleeker design. If the latest leak turns out to be accurate, Apple has redesigned the handset's antenna bands and made the camera lens notably larger, which also translates to a hefty bulge. The leak shows the rear casing of the purported 4.7-inch iPhone 7, bolstering claims that Apple decided to move the antenna bands to the edges of the case. Previously, the antenna lines appeared as thin gray bands placed horizontally across the back casing. Some complained those lines were unsightly, so Apple apparently moved them to the top and bottom edges instead. No major change there, but that purported camera has already stirred some backlash. Based on the photos and schematics leaked by reliable tipster Steve Hammerstoffer, also known as OnLeaks, the rear camera will be protruding quite a lot. The larger size of the camera lens, meanwhile, does not necessarily mean an increased megapixel count. The iPhone 7 is expected to have a larger aperture rather than extra megapixels. While leaks should always be taken with a hefty grain of salt, it's worth pointing out that Hammerstoffer is one of the most reliable sources out there. The tipster previously nailed the design of several flagships before they became official, including the Galaxy S6, Galaxy S7, iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s. That's still no guarantee that the latest iPhone 7 design leak is accurate, but it does add more credibility to the claim. At the